Second half. Atlanta nearly completed the comeback. Reese on tack mode. Can't finish. Follows or miss. Second chance. Goes down. Side on Lloyd. Goes right to work for two. Howard's turn. Nice find. It's Reese outside. Reese. Bully ball. Got it in the foul. Now Reese will fire and connect. She'll go coast to coast. Hop step. More contact, more rebounding, more points.
Did you see that performance from Angel Reese last night? Wowzer! This elite athlete is amazing! 23 points, 16 rebounds. Angel Reese is now in the conversation to be named the most valuable pretender in the league. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes! To answer your question, I did not see this rare excellence from Angel Reese last night. Uncle Casey does not watch the WNBA on Monday nights or Tuesday nights. Hell, unless I absolutely have to, I try not to expose myself to this toxic turd of a league. But credit where credit is due. On paper, Angel Reese put together a great performance last night. Key words, on paper. If you look at the box score, which includes the unrecognizable names and stats for each pretender who attempted to play basketball last night, or as Atlanta police prefers to call it, the missing persons report. If you look at the box score, you could make a strong case that Angel Reese was the best player on the court last night. But if you investigate it just a little bit further, it doesn't take you very long to realize that this looked to be another classic case of Angel Reese padding her stats in garbage time. This afternoon, I went through the painful process of looking at every play of the first half last night between the Atlanta Dreamers and the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. Now, according to my calculations, which could be wrong, but according to my calculations, Angel Reese had 9 points and 7 rebounds in the first half, which is definitely a good first half, not bad at all. But the bulk of her points and rebounds, they were accumulated in the second half, when the game was essentially over. The Anonymous Faces were up 17 points going into halftime. They were up 24 points going into the fourth quarter, which means Angel Reese was once again dominant in garbage time when her opponent was basically letting her score at will. But again, credit where credit is due. Angel Reese put together a great performance, and she deserves to be celebrated, right? Or as the kids say, Angel deserves her flowers. I happen to agree. Angel Reese should be celebrated. Matter of fact, she was celebrated in Atlanta last night. It was a very special night for Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dreamers, because the matriarch of rebounds was debuting her brand new line of Barbies. Her head coach, Carl Smesko, he showed his support by wearing a t-shirt with the Angel Barbie. I mean, how great is this? Angel Reese has got to feel loved and supported in Atlanta because her head coach, he was willing to look like a total ass clown just to show his support. So, how come she's not being celebrated nationally? When I woke up this morning, how come I did not see thousands of people celebrating this rare performance last night from Angel Reese? I'm about to show you why no one is talking about basketball in the WNBA again. But first, let's get to the sponsor for today's video, my good friends at BuzzBlocker. Seems like every summer, ticks are becoming more and more common, whether you're gardening, walking the dog, hiking, or even just spending time in your backyard. Ticks are something that a lot of us are dealing with. That is one reason I have added BuzzBlocker to my outdoor routine. I use BuzzBlocker before I head outside to help protect against mosquitoes and ticks so I can spend more time enjoying the outdoors and less time dealing and worrying about bugs. BuzzBlocker is DEET-free and made with all organic ingredients. It is simple, easy to use, and it's become something that I don't leave home without during the summer months. Every purchase with BuzzBlocker comes with a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied with their product, just give BuzzBlocker a call and they'll give you a refund. If you enjoy being outside but hate dealing with the bugs that come with it, click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Use my promo code BTL10. Save 10% off your first purchase with BuzzBlocker. After the game last night where the Atlanta Dreamers got their ass kicked on their home floor, well, actually, this wasn't technically their home floor. The game was moved to State Farm Arena, which is where the Atlanta Hawks play real basketball. As you guys know, the Dreamers usually play their home games in the Gateway Center, which is about the size of the walk-in closet in my master bedroom. But after the game, Angel Reese spoke with the media. After a brutal ass-kicking, after having your caboose severely bruised by anonymous faces, after a humiliating loss on a night that was dedicated to celebrate Angel Reese, you would think her mood would be a bit despondent. Angel Reese was all smiles at the press conference last night. Unsurprisingly, there were very few questions about pretend basketball and the absolute massacre that took place on the court. Instead, the media was asking Angel Reese about her brand new toy. Look at me! Look at me! I have a new Barbie! What was interesting about this press conference wasn't the questions that were asked of Angel Reese. As you guys know, WNBA players, they are rarely asked about basketball. What was interesting was Angel Reese's response. She was asked about her new toy, the Me-Bound Barbie. Now, listen to her response. Watch for yourself.
Honestly, I didn't have a lot of dolls because I didn't have dolls that really looked like me much, and that's why I kind of really wanted to make sure this was super intentional. Now that they have a doll that looks like you and nails and hair, but also you can be a killer on the court as well.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that correctly? Did Angel Reese just describe herself as a killer on the basketball court? Am I supposed to believe that? Am I supposed to believe that Angel Reese is so dominant, she's on the scouting report of opposing teams? I'm supposed to believe that opposing teams are afraid of this elite basketball player? According to Angel Reese, the release of the Me-Bound Barbie is monumental. When I was an adolescent Angel, I didn't have toys. My mommy, who's also named Angel, she didn't buy me Barbies because none of the Barbies look like me. Instead, mommy taught me to clap back at them haters. This afternoon, Uncle Casey decided to fact-check Angel Reese since, you know, I'm not willing to take her word for it. I wanted to know if marginalized Barbies were non-existent before the release of the Me-Bound Barbie in 2026. Angel Reese was born in 2002. Now keep that in mind as I give you this information. The first black Barbie, it was released in 1968. 12 years later, the first official black Barbie was released, 1993. the Addie Walker doll was released. 1998, 4 years before the immaculate birth of the angelic Angel Reese, Mattel released a line of black Barbies who wore NBA uniforms, which means these Barbies were pretending to play basketball decades before Angel Reese was pretending to play basketball. So, someone please explain to me how Angel Reese was racially victimized as a child because she did not have adequate representation of Barbie dolls. Did they not have black Barbies in Randallstown, Maryland, where Angel Reese was born? Uncle Casey, maybe they didn't carry them in Randallstown. Maybe Angel Reese grew up in a predominantly white area. You know, I thought that same thing as a possibility, so I looked up the demographics of Randallstown. In the 2000s, the lovely town of Randallstown was 72% African American. In a town of 34,000, there were only 3,000 people living there with white privilege. You know, the question is, why would Angel Reese say this? Why would she say something that is easily proven to be false? Why would she once again present herself as the ultimate victim? Now, obviously, I can only speculate as to why, but maybe, just maybe, Angel Reese is doing this to generate attention. Like I've told you guys before, Angel Reese is absolutely brilliant at generating attention. This young woman knows how to get noticed. I'm sure Mattel is thrilled because she is bringing awareness to her Me-Bound Barbie. But the problem with this type of attention, it's not sustainable, which is why Angel Reese is constantly manufacturing new ways to make herself the victim. When you can't get noticed, or you're not getting noticed for your chosen profession, which in the case of Angel Reese is so-called professional basketball, attention seekers, they have to come up with ways to satisfy their desire to be noticed. We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the second channel with Katie Nolan. Katie Roo! Katie Roo! Katie Roo Nolan has been a miserable failure with every mainstream media opportunity she was given. Keyword, given. She had a show on Fox Sports called Garbage Time, which was an appropriate name for a show that was complete garbage. Failure. She was given a 4-year contract with ESPN worth $1 million a year. Not only did ESPN donate $1 million every year in woke welfare to Katie Nolan, they also gave her her own show. Mina Kimes. She has been working for ESPN for more than a decade. Never been given her own show. But Katie Nolan, she was given her own show immediately. Within 2 years, the show was canceled. Failure. She was given the opportunity with Apple TV to call Major League Baseball games. She was fired after 1 season because baseball fans could not stand her. Now, Katie Nolan is an independent content creator here on YouTube. Last month, she generated less than 300,000 views. But for the first time in years, Katie Nolan went viral by attacking Sophie Cunningham. She went viral for advocating for men to be allowed to take jobs from women in the WNBA. Katie Nolan found a way to generate the attention that she desires, temporarily. And that's the problem for Angel Reese. The attention that she generates, it's always temporary. It's never long-term, and it's not sustainable. Because Angel Reese can't generate attention on the court. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.